Wife,
Yes, baby.
repeat one more time what you just said when I walked by.
I said you smell really good.
You rarely say that.
I know, you caught my attention.
And you're a... Yeah?
Yeah, I like it. Yes, I know I'm the biggest hater, but I like this one.
You heard it here. With an introduction video like that, I shouldn't even do anything else. When the biggest hater in the game, my spouse, my better half, my rib, gives me an instant compliment that I had to snatch the phone and say, yo, say that one more time. This is how good this fragrance is. Blew my socks off as soon as I smelled it. And although I don't feel that maybe it's gonna be as mass appeal as I would love it to be, talk about my and my wife's taste, this is fire. Let's roll my music so we can check out this Tiziana Terenzi video. Well, you already saw the name. Blessing morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A, fam. So I compile like a list of fragrances that I want to get, right? And I try to like get to them as best as I can, but it's really difficult with what gets sent to me amongst other purchases that were ahead of the ones on the list. It kind of gets hard to just jot everything down and make the content that I want to. So this fragrance has been on my list for a minute. And finally, I think it was some commentary that came across that I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should look into the scent. It was affordable on the gray market and I had to pick it up, and it was my scent of the day yesterday, which is when I got that compliment. And that fragrance is Laudano Nero by Tiziana Terenzi. Now, I bought this joint gray market and it already has like a little shitty top. Look at this. No grip. So what happened is the little pusher thing got pushed all the way to the back. So I gotta find a way to do it, but at least it has the backup thing. And the reason why that kind of bothers me is because then I can't pick it up by the cap. It's just gonna instantly fall and break like a fucking couple of bottles have this week. This is right up Uncle Cuba's alley. So beautiful, so handsome, ultra elegant. And I kind of gussied it up with my fit yesterday, and I was like, this feels super appropriate for this occasion. And it was the true first time that I wore it. I got one compliment outside of my wife's, and it wasn't a woman. And they asked what I was wearing, and I'd never heard of the brand, as maybe a lot of people haven't. Now in this presentation, this is the older style, as most of the Terenzi fragrances as we know them kind of look like this or other opulent looks, but this was kind of like the low-key shit. But fam, the quality and scent? Let's go over some notes real quick so you can see what type of energy I'm talking about. And for those of you who've been following me for years, you'll definitely be like, yeah, this is Cuba's vibe 100%. All right, so on top we got cognac, tobacco, amber, wormwood, myrtle, and rosemary. At the middle we got ash, black locust, honey. Okay, so I guess it's the end of the world. Cedar, slate, sandalwood, rosemary, iris, and red rose. And at the base we got oud, incense, labdanum, oak, camphor, vanilla, L'Oreal's, cashmere, musk, and vetiver. So let me respray this fragrance just so I can give you my interpretations of it right now. This shit right off a rip, I'm telling you, it's a banger. If wifey approves, and wifey is not the biggest fragrance fanatic, and I got an additional compliment on the true first day full wear, that says something. The fragrance starts off chocolatey, smoky, and you get that camphoriness nature. You get that smoky, ambery, burnt, kind of outdoor coalish kind of scent. This beautiful burning wood, but then there's also this sweet tobacco, almost liqueur-ish kind of tobacco essence in this shit. And then when that starts to dry down a little bit more, booze, amazing booze, delicious, high quality alcoholic flows in this fragrance. And then that cognac is beautifully complemented by that honey. So you get kisses of sweetness with additional sweetness and alcoholic tinge to it. Then that comes along with that smoky, woody, earthy, deep fragrance. The oud in here is providing a beautiful supporting role and not being stinky, but being more like a foundational note in here, holding them other shits on a pedestal. God, this is good. Now, it's not giving me any goosepimpies now. I just want to feel this shit right now. So off my skin, the first thing that pops up is the alcohol. You got that cognac, which almost smells borderline rummish, to be honest with you. Because of the sweetness, it reminds me of like a rummy kind of note. Super elegant, smooth, burning ambers, sweet, woody, a little damp, because of its woody nature. It almost smells like after forest rain. There is a little bit of a churchy-ish type of vibe. I mean, with camphor, you kind of picture that churchy essence with the woods as well, but it just works beautifully. It's a very handsome scent. It's definitely a cold weather scent. There isn't much vibrancy or life or airiness to this fragrance. It's very much a mysteriously dark, handsome scent profile that would play beautifully in the cold weather. Last night, it was very chilly. It was about 43 degrees. I was out there with a sports coat and a big puffy scarf. And let me tell you that the fragrance performed outstanding. I'm talking minimum 7.5 hours off the skin. That's truly the amount of time that I got to explore the fragrance before I passed out. And this morning, I still had a little bit prior to taking a shower. What I can say is that this fragrance for me blew my sack off. Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful for my taste. Again, trickling back to my initial statement, I don't know how mass appeal this is gonna be because a lot of the mass appeal audience are looking for different DNAs. They're looking for the 𝗬𝗏𝗍s of the world and shit. But when you're talking about a smoky, woody, slightly sweet, boozy fragrance with a lot of elegance and class and depth and originality, for me, this is a gorgeous scent. Amazing. I'm very happy I got it. It wasn't crazy expensive. I think it was under $100 and well worth it. Guys, try this out if you haven't. If you're able to get a sample, highly recommend you do so, but keep in mind, you've got to be into these woody, boozy, dark, incensey kind of fragrances, and this is definitely one of those gems. Wifey liked it. Again, I could have stopped the video in the first 30 seconds, but I had to make my point. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start attack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.